and with view towards the juncture at which MI6 finds itself today, I decided to apply for the position of Chief of the Secret Intelligence Service, not least because I shall take great care that the post be vacated over the coming months. As a matter of fact, you yourselves have already established that I'm extremely special and a potentially lethal powerhouse by placing me into your targeting program at a very young age.
There you go.
Through this, I met a very large number of your officers and assets and have gathered a lot of experience with your methods and the modern classified technologies which you use. While all that was designed to be as impressive as possible, I'm sure, I couldn't help noticing the gaps in your employees' insight and the inefficiencies in your procedures from the very beginning. I'm afraid to say that over the past 2 decades, that appears to have gotten worse. A sharp drop in quality plagues all corporations that undergo a rapid phase of expansion. And with your UK domestic counterpart doubling their government budget in 2003, and here's a footnote to the article, $21 trillion having been diverted from the US budget into covert projects, and as a footnote to Catherine Austin-Fitz reporting about it.
Catherine.
And similar sums being diverted from EU accounts, and again there's a footnote to...
That's from the HUD report that Catherine was talking about. She noticed all this money was going into black projects, okay? And even Rumsfeld even said that, $21 trillion was gone. Vanished, okay?
Christopher Story, aka Edward Hull, reporting about it. I can only imagine what an abysmal plummet into mediocrity your organization must have undergone. That obviously resulted in an ever more cack-handed approach, if you forgive my saying so, in your day-to-day operations and in dealing with cases like mine, to the point where it has become rather publicly obvious that your organization needs urgent help. In contrast, my open approach to intelligence gathering and focus on public interest investigations has gone from strength to strength, with ever more people recognizing the need for full public transparency and international outreach and cooperation in military intelligence matters. Thus, as your organization is in urgent need of a management restructuring, I submit that I would be the perfect choice to lead UK military intelligence into the 21st century, not least because my modern approach and my qualifications would allow you to move with the times and put the emphasis back on intelligence in every sense. As the old adage of war strategy goes, if you can't beat them, join them. And what better way for you to switch over to my winning side of the global war than by hiring me to lead your organization and use my insights into systems analysis, and the physics of complex systems to convert your old boys club focused on filleting each other's male egos into a family-friendly and inclusive high-performance system befitting of the 21st century. I would also be an excellent choice for your organization from the point of view that I'm already implanted with a full MI6 body area network.
That is funny! I'm already implanted, so hire me. That is funny. All right.
I'm hooked up to the Five Eyes synthetic telepathy infrastructure. Over the past 2 decades, your agents already familiarized themselves with the use of the Lockheed Martin software that is interfacing with my body chips, especially my vaginal implants. So my close
I can't take it. That's funny. She's absolutely correct. I'm sorry. You know my intimate details, so I'm perfect for the job. Damn.
With your staff have already been tested in the field, and they have built many close relationships with me, so to speak.
Close.
While I have never worked in strongly hierarchical organizations like yours, as all of St. John's College, University of Oxford, CERN and DAISY had flat collegiate structures, I have studied pyramid organizations sufficiently to know that promotions into top positions can cause substantial friction by triggering envy and malice in competitors. For this reason, and in order to incentivize your senior staff to come on board with my new management directions, I propose to introduce an Employee of the Month scheme, whereby the least performing member of the senior management or the employee who has discredited the organization the most by getting involved in unsavory business plans such as child trafficking, drug running, arms smuggling, and the like, would be tried in a military tribunal and be publicly executed on the front terrace of the MI6 headquarters in London on the first Monday of every month. Mondays are the least favorite part of the week, so this measure should help to motivate staff for the working week and the month ahead. It would also assist with the urban regeneration project that the Vauxhall area is in such urgent need of. Vauxhall Bridge next to the MI6 headquarters would be more suitable to accommodate the large gathering of tourists who would flock to view the spectacle. In honor of MI6 historical beginnings in piracy centuries ago, I propose to erect a platform above the Thames, see illustration number 1, as a walkway out above the water for the purposes of the execution. In order to drop the body into the river after firing a bullet through the head, afterwards, two divers could pull the body down to ensure a graceful submersion for the benefit of the tourists and tow the corpse downstream to be fed through one of London's underwater sewage processing plants. In the interests of health and safety, a bulletproof glass screen along the bridge is required by regulation. Now, I even included a little, diagram of how this should work. And this is the MI6 headquarters here. Just a sec. Sorry, I just had to drink a glass of water. And I discovered, looking at Google Maps, that the Vauxhall Bridge here, next to the MI6 HQ, is surprisingly broad. So you can see actually that there's a pair of lanes in addition to the standard road. So here you can see the cars going that way and then this bus coming this way. But there are more lanes. And I think it would be perfect for these the first Monday of every month to actually erect a tourist enclosure here, cordon this off for the spectators. I mean, there's plenty of space. And then the execution platform I was talking about here. So this is the front terrace of the MI6 HQ. I mean, this is perfect because you can have all the staff gathered down here and on these balconies, everywhere to watch the execution. So there's plenty of space there. And I also noticed that there's this, let me just make it a bit bigger so that you can see it. There is this wooden thing already sticking out of the water, and it has